What's happening? What's happening? Ah, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Here to learn and share. Said welcome back. Don't call it a comeback. We ain't went nowhere. We still here. We changing it up a little bit. We changing it up a little bit. We on we all about protecting energy these days. You feel me? It's all about protecting energy. So don't call it a comeback. Make sure my thing got me in focus there. What is it doing? Get me in focus. Okay, there you go, right there. All right, we trying to make sure we in focus, man. Yeah, change is good. Change is good, but dig it, man. So for those of you that wasn't on this morning, for those of you that was not on this morning, what I have decided to do instead of, you know, totally getting rid of the Tim's Tidbit lives, cause for one, um, oh yeah, welcome back from vacay. Okay, appreciate that. Appreciate that. For one, I this right here, me sharing my journey and sharing my knowledge about the stock market is something that is between me and God to just spread it like the gospel, man, full and free. And two, I had a smorgasbord of cousins pulling up, you know what I'm saying, saying, hey, please don't stop the lives. What's up, Red? I had a gang of cousins pulling up saying, please don't stop the lives. So what I decided to do, I decided to go through and make a group chat on IG. IG only let me put 32 people in there. So if you watching this on the replay and you not on the live, hey, IG only let me put 32 people in there. And I wasn't about to try to make multiple groups. Cause the reason why I made one group, cause I wasn't gonna sit there and send out the link to a gang of cousins. I just made one spot where I could send one link. I send it one time and then the people pull up. So I only put the day ones in there. I only put the ones that be pulling up from day one. And so if it's anybody that's missing out the group or anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's not in the live, then I'll see how it go as far as like who pulling up on the live. And if they not pulling up to the live, then I'll probably start rotating out some cousins who really want to pull up on the live and interact on the live. So for everybody that's watching on the replay or anybody that's new and don't know who I am, my name Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. You know what I'm saying? I get on here at 6:30 in the evening. I try to get on at like 9 o'clock in the morning and just give my opinion, what I see, what I'm watching for the price action, just as a way to give back to the community. Cause you can only teach so much. I got other videos that's around teaching on the channel, trying to learn stuff, but I ain't making no more videos like that. It's all live stream, all because once you learn, it's all about doing. So, and I would never charge anybody for this information. So, if you want to support me, go to www.thenewtlr.com and buy some merch. Boom. That's how you can support me. Sales pitch over. Since it's the replay, y'all can't buy super chats. You can only buy super chats on the live. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. How y'all doing? How did y'all day go today, man? How did y'all day go today? Did the price action surprise you? Did the price action do what you thought it was gonna do? Or did the price action, well, I guess that's it. Either do what you thought it was gonna do or surprise. If it did what you thought it was gonna do, put a one in the chat. If it surprised you, put a two in the chat. And let me go over here. Since I got Google up, since I got my website up, let's go ahead and look at Spylean. Spylean, where you at? Spylean. For anybody on the replay who don't know who Spylean is SPY. I trade the SPY. I do. I'm primarily a swing trader. I play options on the SPY primarily. And every now and then I dibble dabble in the QQQ. Ooh. All right, Spalene, let's see what we did, right? So today, looking at this, what I like about this and what I don't like about this. So looking at Spalene, what I like about it is, right, we had a pretty nice gap down. Yesterday we closed at, what's going on here? Let me get these. I still got these things on here from when Zay asked me to put them moving averages on there. Get out my way, moving averages. Uh, Yesterday we closed at 30. I mean 375.07. I'm just gonna round. I ain't doing the change. We closed at 375 yesterday, and then today we opened up at 370. So we gapped down $5. We gapped down $5. Um, we only moved to the downside um less than $1. Less than, we went from 62 to 18. You know what I'm saying? From for the perfectionists, for the perfectionists in the chat, 62 minus 18. We dropped 44 cents on the SPY, and then that's the lowest we went on the day. We dropped 44 cents on the SPY. So what I like about it is that we were able to gap down into this gap that we made yesterday. Let me make it a little bit bigger just in case y'all can't see that. Right? So looking at from Friday into Tuesday, you know what I'm saying, we left a big gap because we had a huge gap up. We closed down here at 365 on Friday, and we gapped all the way up to 371 on Tuesday. So we had a huge gap up, right? And then we had a huge gap up, and then we had a huge gap down, and then we gapped down into that right there, and then we barely went down, and then we pushed up. That's one thing I like about it. It's like, you know, it's like the Bulls showed a little bit of they showed a little bit of not today. You know what I'm saying? But I still ain't convinced of it. That's why, if I don't know if y'all paid attention to the thumbnail that I made, right? That's why I said I'm not saying no, I'm just saying not yet. As far as like a rally. What's up, Draco? As far as a rally, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying no. I'm just saying not yet. I just ain't super convinced yet. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm not super convinced yet is because we still in the downtrend. We still in, you know what I'm saying? We still in the downtrend. The trend is still very much strong to the downside, right? Coming back from this January, way over here, this the beginning of the year, we still in a very much downtrend. You know what I'm saying? We still falling. I'm falling down. Right? So what I don't like about it, I already shared what I like about it. I like how the Bears, it's because yesterday we gapped up. It looked all good. We were booming. Then last night we sold off. I'll show you, you know what I'm saying? Because I tried to sell the ES last night, the MES. I tried to sell the ES last night, didn't get picked up. We sold off like a big dog. And then this morning after the 5 o'clock candle, it just started climbing up. You know what I'm saying? And so the Bulls was like, not today. Not in my house. Now, what I don't like about it is, right, how we came up and broke this high. We broke yesterday's high, and then we sold off like a big dog. You see what I'm saying? We sold off like a big dog. Let me see. Let's see how much of a range that is for today. It don't show me on that. So let me just do it like this. So that's 8. That's 8 in the 8. Just say 8.5 dollars, and then we closed at 420. That's 50% of the day. We gave back 50% of the range. You know what I'm saying? It's like once we broke yesterday's high, we gave back 50% of the range. I really don't like that. I ain't even realized that was 50% until I just did that. But 50% of the whole daily range during the New York session, once we broke yesterday's high, right? We gave back 50% of that. You know what I'm saying? I would have, if it was going, you know what I'm saying, still show me some kind of, and shout out to the cousin Zay, man. The cousin Zay said 380 or die. Because they say, hey, the ES need 3800, the SPX need 3800, the SPY need 380 or die. We got all the way up to 378.72 today, and we sold off like a big dog. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't like about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready for like a relief rally. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of sliding down. Cause like I said before, we done came so far down. I don't feel comfortable swinging puts right now. I don't feel comfortable swinging puts because we've come so far down. So I'm patiently waiting to, you know what I'm saying, get some better calls. Because way back here, when the market hit me with the 52 fake out over here, I start scaling into my leaps. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing I know, like I start scaling to my leaps over here and somewhere over here. And then when we got back up here, my leaps had got back positive. They had all my leaps had got back positive. Every last one of them, everything that's over a year, they had got back positive. And then this week right here, slap bust in the head. My head split to the white meat right now on my 2 year and 1 year positions. My 6 month one, my January, my June, and my January 2024 positions to the white meat. To the white meat. January 2023, June 2023, January 2024, to the white meat right now. All because of this week right here. All because of this week right there. So I'm ready for a little relief rally. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? But looking at the way this trading right here, tomorrow we need some good follow through. We need some good follow through for me to believe that we want to end the month up here at this 390-ish target. You know what I'm saying? Well, remember when I was like, get back to that weekly. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm telling y'all right. The weekly closure. Let me see. Let me put it on the weekly calendar. Yeah, right there. That weekly area right there. For us to get that weekly, get back up into that weekly gap. You know what I'm saying? That's still my target. Well, I ain't gonna say still, because my initial target was way up here. And then after we got all that bad news, I adjusted my zero, you know what I'm saying, and my target. I changed my target to here. After I got bust all in the head over here, my new target for the end of the month was like right around there, right there at that breaking structure. How we broke structure to the downside, hit us with the 52 fake out, we broke structure to the downside. My new end of month target was coming back to the breaking structure, but getting this weekly fair value gap. Well, it's not even fair value gap, it's a weekly full gap. You know what I'm saying? Around 390, right? But I really need some serious follow through on tomorrow. It ain't got to blast to the moon. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to consolidate in it. What I don't want to do, I don't want to get in a range. You know what I'm saying? I need to get outside of this range right here. I need to get a closure above this like Zay say, I need a closure above 380. Shout out to homie Zay. I need a because I was gonna say I need a closure above this 378 right here, but I need a closure 380 or above. You know what I'm saying? I take 379, but I want 380 or above. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want some good conviction, you know what I'm saying, to let me know, hey, I'm serious about going ahead and doing this little rally at least up to 390, right? And let's see what the moving average trader's looking at. Pop on the moving average, right? So if you're a moving average trader, more than likely you trying to get above the 20-day. You want to get back above the 20-day and as close as you can to the 50-day. You really want to get, you know what I'm saying, above the 50-day, but you want to get back above this 20-day because don't no market like to be so extended from their 20-day. Like if you ever use stuff like Bollinger Bands and stuff like that, they use the 20 period moving average as like the middle of the Bollinger Bands because don't know stock or ETF like to be too far away from the 20 period moving average. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a moving average trader, you really want to try to get back above this 20 period. And the 20 period right now is at what that says 389.54. Look, all of that's lining up. All see, man, I'm telling you, no matter how you trade, if you use moving averages, you use price action, you use supply and demand, you use levels, you use all this different stuff. Now y'all see, y'all know I only look at the price action and like the different fair value gaps and the swing highs and swing lows to, you know what I'm saying, predict where I want the market to go to or pick out where I want to go to. But this weekly closure right here, right at this breaking structure, this weekly closure right there, it lines up pretty much in line with the 20 period. The 20 period, for all intents and purposes, at 390. Look right over here. The green number is the 20. The blue number, y'all probably can't even see them. The green number is the 20. The blue number is the 50, and the orange number is the 200. Right? When I put it to the end, the 20 period is 389.54, 390. You know what I'm saying? The 50 period is 405. Now, I say if they want to stay bullish through into January, I ain't looking for 405 until maybe close to mid-month January. You know what I'm saying? Mid-month January. But end of month June, my target is still 390 on the SPY. I mean, yeah, on the SPY. Let's look at what old ES did for the price action. Um, we kind of went over last night, this morning. So I'm just gonna touch on. I deleted pretty much everything off that I had. When we was on live this morning, we saw how we was going pushing up, going through all the buy side liquidity and the fair value gaps that I had marked out. We pushed up. It didn't give me the entry that I wanted. Um, while we was looking at it together, there was a entry on the 1 minute that I said this and it was somewhere no, it was lower. Where's the 9? Let me drop down. I'm on 60 minutes. Let's drop down to 5 minute candles real quick. The entry was right here. What these, cause on the 5 minute, I remember it made them equal lows right there on the 5 minute, and I was like, watch this end up being the entry. I was like, this gonna end up being the entry right here, but it didn't give me the entry for my trading style. I was like, these equal lows gonna end up being the entry, and it did. It ended up being the entry, and it took off. It went from there, and so, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm waiting for it to set up my rules because I'm trading. I started trading the MES again, more consistently. Um, what Doc want? What Doc want? Yo,
Bro.
what's happening? I'm on live right now
Oh, which one? Where?
on
YouTube?
YouTube. I'll send you the link.
Okay, I'll pull up.
Yo, yeah. I y'all hold on for a second. Uh, I thought I put Doc in there. Maybe I didn't. I thought I put him in there, but maybe I didn't. Doc, paste that there. All right, man. Sorry about that. Anyway, I yeah, it ended up and it took off and went to the moon. I think that's what I was saying. But oh yeah, my rule is got to set up on the 15 minute. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, like trade everything. It's got to set up on the 15 minute. Once it's set up on the 15 minute, I'll make my entry on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute, but everything got to set up on the 15 minute for me, right? And then once it's set up early, when it set up on the 15 minute for me today, it didn't come back until here, and that was at lunchtime. That was my entry. You know what I'm saying? That was my entry for the afternoon session, but it was at, you see, it came back at the 12:10 candle. You know what I'm saying? It went up. You know what I'm saying? It stopped there, paused, came down here. That was the entry based off my setup. But even like, looking at this right here, I can already tell. Looking at this, I would have took that. I would have took that trade. And the reason why I would have took it, I was gonna say I wouldn't have took that trade is because looking at this run, that's, let's see if that's 50% after the market open. So let's go past 9:30. Okay, boom. This is where the market opened up right here. So from where the market opened up to the high, boom. Yep, I would have took that trade. That's equilibrium right there. That's the fair value gap. I would have been getting in it. I would have been looking to take that fair value gap because the next fair value gap on there is nowhere. There is none. So that would have been my entry right there. But it came at 12. What time did it come? 12:10. And so for anybody who just break it down, anybody on the replay or anybody on here right now that don't understand why I said that would have been my entry, because based off this price leg up right here, right? Let's go up to the 15 minute, right? So based off, let me see what the high is there. Make sure I'm looking at the same stuff. I want to make sure I'm looking at the same stuff. So that high is 37.97, and then open up 37.18. Okay. All right. So looking at the 15 minute, boom, we got the 15 minute right here. So this the 15 minute. These the 15 minute candles right here. Boom. Right. So you got the price run up on the 15 minute. Right. So after 9:30, right? After 9:30, it took off. It's running. So I'm not worried about the overnight low since it ran this far in 9:30 without coming back. I'm only looking at the range after the 9:30 bit. I'm only looking at the New York range because 9:30 the New York range ran so far. I'm not including the overnight because we went bananas when it opened up. I don't know what Powell said at 9:30, but we went bananas. So go from the range to there to there. Boom. This is the equilibrium right here. This is the equilibrium on the for this price run right here. Right. So I'm gonna put a line there. Just I'm mapping this out for anybody on the replay or anybody that don't quite understand. Right. So that right there is 37.58.25. 37.58.25. Right. I'm just put a line there. I'm just make it white, right? I'll make the line white. Boom. 38, 50. Wait a minute now. 30. Oh, yeah, I got to put 58. 58. 37, 58, 25. Boom. There you go, right there. So that's the equilibrium on the 15 minute for this price run right here, right? So looking at the 15 minute, there's a teeny tiny fair value gap there. Nothing to write home about. There's a teeny tiny fair value gap. Nothing to write home about there. This fair value gap is above equilibrium. This fair value gap is a discount below equilibrium. So now I'm watching this fair value gap. I'm watching it. This fair value gap is too far away for my liking. We getting too far because that's the open right there. We almost all the way back to 100%. If we done got that far down, I ain't interested in taking it back long. I'm looking for a reason to go short because we done came too far. So I'm looking right around this area right here for an entry. That's the equilibrium right there. So since the 15 minute ain't giving me a nice, crisp, clear fair value gap, it's a small one there, boom. Let's drop down to the 5 minute to see if there's anything in that area that look appetizing. Well, looky here. We got a nice fair value gap right there at equilibrium. We got one up here, and then right here, we got a potential order block, right? Well, Tim, what makes that a potential order block? Glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers, right? The momentum right now, for all intents and purposes, is bullish on this price leg. Yeah, I know we in a downtrend, but for this price leg, it's bullish, right? When we get a change in sentiment right there, once we trade back through the sentiment change, we leave a fair value gap right there, making this a potential order block because the momentum slash sentiment is bullish, right? We get a shift in sentiment, temporary shift in sentiment, and we go bearish for a little while. And when we trade back through those candles, you know what I'm saying, those down close candles, we get a fair value gap on the other side or imbalance. So whenever we have like the potential order block with an imbalance, that the sentiment, the fair value gap, all of that together makes this a potential order block. And then when we trade back to it, we got the discount, we got the order block, we got the imbalance, all of that there right there together. That's why that would have been my entry. This fair value gap right here would have been my entry. But since it happened at 12:10, I didn't see it. I didn't get it because I get off at 11 and I don't come back until after 2:30. Sometimes I come back here at 2, but usually around 2:30 is when I come back here and start watching the market again. So I said all that to say that's why I was looking at that trade like that. Now, looking at the ES moving forward for tonight, right? I see we already took this buy side liquidity that I marked. I had marked this right here. Let me scrunch this up a little bit. I marked the 16th high, which is uh 38, 33.25. I marked the 17th low. I've been had the 17th low marked. That, you know what I'm saying, 36, 39, you know what I'm saying, the lows and the highs. Excuse me. If we get down and start getting this sell side liquidity right there, the 17th low is my target, right? If we leave this liquidity alone and come down into this fair value gap and start going back up, the 38.33 is my target. You know what I'm saying? The 38.33 is my target. And the 38.33 will give us, if we can close up that at 38.33, that'll give us that momentum that I want to see to the upside. That'll be that momentum. That'll be above the 380. That'll be, you know what I'm saying? That'll give us a closure at the 380, above the 380, right? So, right at the close, I marked out this sell side liquidity been down there since this morning. As you see, we came down and we left it alone. Like when the market opened, we came down pushing like we was gonna go toward it. We left it and then we blast off and took all of the buy side liquidity that I had marked, and then we just ranged for a little while and then we sold off nasty. You know what I'm saying? Toward the end of the day, the last hour of the day, we sold off nasty. You know what I'm saying? Right there. And as you can see, we closed right. Remember I said we gave back 50%, right? Remember I said this was like the first part of the move. That line right there was 50%. And if you go through the whole move of the whole day, it'll be real close to where we closed at. That right there, the open candle, the closed candle, boom, real close to the 50% right there. That's the closure. That's 50% right there. We gave back half of the day in the last hour, right? So not in the after hours, you see, we already took this sell side liquidity. So I'm just gonna take that off because we already took it. I marked that at the end of the day after we closed, because when we came down, we made relative equal lows right there, and when we were selling off, we sold off real hard and we stopped. We didn't take the liquidity right during the regular market. We stopped, bounced up off it, we pushed up a little bit, made a fair value gap right here, and then now after market, we done came down and got into this sell side right here, up under this swing low right here that we made. When we came up, now we came down, we took the sell side under this swing low. Now, what I wouldn't mind seeing is us throughout the Asian and the London getting down into this fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? At least 50%. Let's drop down 15 minutes and see what it looked like on the 15 minute. Yeah, we got a fair value gap here. At least get down to there, to this, you know what I'm saying? At least down to this breaking structure, or even feel the whole what's name, because we got a potential order block right here on the 15 minute. You know what I'm saying? Get down into this fair value gap through the Asian and the London. You know what I'm saying? Even feel it, but leave this liquidity down here. Leave all of that alone. Come down here, take care of this gap work, leave this liquidity alone, and then start pushing back up. You know what I'm saying? Start pushing back up, going up to the buy side um throughout the day. Get up past this buy side and keep inching up to this liquidity above this high right here. And that's because we got these equal highs laying right over here. Get above this high and even take out this swing high too. But the high of the 16th is my target if we leave this liquidity alone and start push to the upside. If we don't leave this liquidity alone, if we come down here and get it and keep on sliding down again, my target is the 17th lows at 36.39. That's all I got on the price action recap, man. What y'all talk about in the chat? Y'all talk about anything? What's up, Delvin? Delvin? I said Delvin. uh, what's up, Classy Mom B? Or is that Classy Mob? I'll be saying Classy Mob B. What up, Shell? Draco. Is that the 20, 50, and 2? Yeah, that's the 20, 50, and 200. I had put them on there that day when Zay was on talking about the because I used to have them on there all the time, but it'd be like too much on the charts. It'd be too much on the chart to be getting on my nerve. Like it'd be like I used to keep them on here all the time because I used to use them to confirm the trend. But it like see it'd be like too much on the chart and it'd be like it'd be messing with my so I took them off and then I had put them back on when Zay was showing something. I can't remember what he was showing, but I what's name what's name when he was looking at something. Disregard. You answered it without seeing the chart. Okay. By setup on 15-minute, you mean break structure? When I say lipstick on the chart, when I Lil Hawk, um when I talk about setup on the 15-minute, it's just like it ain't really one like whatever trade I see setting up, I want to see it setting up on the 15-minute. Okay, like so looking at let's look at the 15-minute real quick, right? So let's just say if cause I'm looking for some kind of fair value gap trade, right? So let's say on the 15-minute, let's say if we come up and we get a good like we take out some liquidity on the 15-minute. Let's say right here we had like if I had this marked as some buy side liquidity, I'm just gonna put a line right here. Boom. Irregardless if it's a breaking structure or not. If I said okay, this some buy side liquidity, right? If we take this liquidity and we blast through it, if we take this liquidity and blast through it and then leave a fair value gap over here somewhere, I'm gonna be that's a potential setup for me to look at. You know what I'm saying? Because it's doing it on the 15-minute. Whereas if we was down on a 5-minute and my 15-minute liquidity was up here, and then on the 5-minute we blast through here, but we didn't get to my 15-minute. You see what I'm saying? Like if this right here was set up on the 5-minute, but we didn't get to my 15-minute area, we blast through this real nice, stop short of my 15-minute, and leave a fair value gap down here. I'm not gonna be too pressed on trying to take that trade unless it's just luminally over, unless it's like a move like this right here, all on the 5-minute, and my 15-minute line is up here, right? We go do all this on the 5-minute, and then we come back down to here. I'll take that trade. You see what I'm saying? Because if we do all this on the 5-minute, somewhere on the 15-minute, it's a nice setup going on already. So I just wanted to start developing on the 15-minute before I start dropping down to the lower time frames to look for my entry. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm going back to my old school ways of trade. Because back in the day, I used to only trade on the 15-minute. I ain't look for a setup. I ain't look for an entry no lower than 15-minute back in the day. Like I would wait for it to set up on the 15-minute and then wait for it to come back and give me an entry on the 15-minute. That's how I used to do it back in the day. But now I want it to develop on the 15-minute, be a breaking structure, be it running liquidity, be it whatever, let it develop on the 15-minute levels, you know what I'm saying, sell side, buy side, breaking structure, whatever, and then drop low. Once it do that, drop low and start looking, because let's just say all this right here is marked on the 15 minutes. I think these marked on 60s to tell you the truth, but like just say all these marked on 15 minutes, right? And then when I drop down to a 5-minute, right, the lines are still there. So I know when I'm getting close to my 15-minute or 60-minute level or whatever, the lines are still there. So I know, even though I'm on a lower time frame now, I know, okay, I done ran that buy side, I done ran that sell side, I done broke that structure, I done did that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I'm talking about on the 15-minute. It's just my initials. Okay then. Yeah, man. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. Just like always, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anybody want to pull up and share anything. If anybody want to pull up and ask anything. If anybody want to pull up and say, hey Tim, how about this? You missed whatever. Anybody want to share? They look on it, y'all pull up. Um, if not, I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Again, I'm only doing the lives with the day ones. If you're not in the group and you feel like you're a day one and you feel left out, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're looking at the replay and you feel left out, reach out to me. And if I, cause the IG names and the YouTube names don't be matching up, man. Like I was looking for Lil Hawk. I was looking for Lil Hawk today, man. I'm just looking. I cannot find Lil Hawk. And then he DM'd me and was like, "This Lil Hawk, by the way." Man, why don't say Lil Hawk on the IG? But yeah, man, if you feel left out, hit me up in the DM and be like, "Hey Tim, man, you left me out. What I do? You ain't do nothing." IG only let me put 10 30 like 32 people in there. You know what I'm saying? So and then after a few days, if I'm noticing 32 people ain't pulling up on the live and I see the same names over and over and over, I'm gonna start replacing people. Either the group gonna get smaller or I'm gonna start replacing people. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, if you're in the Columbus, Georgia area, y'all pull up on July the 2nd. July the 2nd at Columbus Public Library. I'm gonna be doing part two of Discipline Over Dollars. If you in the area, now the Discipline Over Dollars, I'm a stream it live on YouTube so that y'all can, if you're not in the area and you want to share it with your friends and family, you know what I'm saying, from that got a chance to see part one. If you want, I'm gonna stream it live, but it's not gonna stay public. It's gonna be the same way it was last time. Now the Discipline Over Dollars for the youth at the Focus Program Youth Center. We starting on next Thursday on the 30th, on June 30th. We're gonna do it once a week on Thursday evenings at 5:30, from 5:30 to 6:30. Oh yeah, and on Thursdays the live gonna get pushed back because we starting next on June 30th. It's gonna get pushed back. Either we'll skip it or we can just do it a little bit later when I get done with the kids. I'll put it to a vote for y'all and we'll figure that out. But those not gonna be streamed live as of now. As of now, I'm not gonna stream them live, but I gotta chop it up with Coach Gay and see if it's a way we can kind of figure that out. I might try to stream them live, but we're gonna meet once a week with the kids and their parents, and we're gonna start from basic money management, you know what I'm saying, having allowance, budgeting, all of that kind of stuff. And we gonna move through everything dealing with money all the way up to like investing and trading and all that. And we meeting once a week at 5:30 on Thursdays up until the kids go back to school. We meeting once a week from June 30th up until the kids go back to school. I think they go back to school in August in Georgia and well in Columbus. That's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all in the morning. I'll put a link in the group. We gonna what's tomorrow? Thursday. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Yeah, yeah. I work out at the house on Thursday. So yeah, 9 o'clock. We gonna jump on at 9 o'clock and talk about the overnight price action, and then what we looking for the day. And then again, I see y'all tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. So 9 o'clock tomorrow, 6:30 tomorrow. And now that it's done, if y'all feel like sharing the link, y'all can share it now because I'm gonna make it public after we get off. I see y'all tomorrow, man. Gone.